Did you also see the Art Linkletter Auditorium?
Did I also what?
Did you see the Art Linkletter?
No.
There's an Art Linkletter Auditorium.
I know there is. I didn't know where it was.
Okay.
Yeah, handball.
Tyler, ask your grandfather a couple questions here and stand close to him. So
Okay.
that,
I understand there's an Art Linkletter natatorium here.
Yeah, there is. I did a few laps a little earlier.
I know that Art gave the money to build it. And Art,
Right next to the Erie Chapman.
and Art had hoped to be here. I had a letter from him, but his schedule is such that he can't make it. Apparently there's a lot going on, including a band that's rehearsing, I think, for the Salvation Army.
Tell us a little about your career in the YMCA and how you first got involved in the YMCA.
In 1922, my mother and father encouraged me to join the Y. That was 1915. They encouraged me to join the YMCA, and it was a step that I've never forgotten and never regretted. And from that stemmed a 48-year career with the Y, 20 years of beautiful retirement with my wife, with whom I have enjoyed 55 years of married bliss.
Oh,
It's kind of thick. And a beautiful #1 daughter. I want that on the record.
Thank you. On Chip's camera, no less. How about that?
The chances are the camera's going to run out of film.
Martha and John wanted to be here today, too.
Yes, Martha and John also, and I'm so happy to have Tyler, my only grandson.
Say hi to Martha and John.
Martha and John, I'm so sorry you can't be here, but I know you're with me in spirit, even though you didn't spend any of the money to get here.
Okay, John, you can come on now.
How does it feel to also have this coincide with your 40th anniversary of graduating from college?
40th.
Little joke there.
Oh,
I thought you were about 60.
I was trying to figure that out.
That's a good one.
Actually, you just had your, was it 65th anniversary from college?
No,
About 2 years
60th
ago.
in 2 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah. But I was telling Ann, my favorite daughter, that that I didn't care to go back to my 60th year reunion at Western Reserve because I knew practically none of the students or the alumni.
From doing a lot of work on this?
Well, I was working full-time, so the minute school was out, in fact, I had to take early morning classes so I could get out early. I would run the half-mile from Western Reserve to the East End YMCA, where incidentally Bob Hope was a member, but a member 2 years prior to my being there. So I got to know Bob Hope later in Hollywood, and he gave us $10,000 for our North Hollywood Y. But as he did, he looked up and he said, "I'd like to see that Y director who kicked me out of the East End Y." Well, I had nothing to do with that, but I can imagine Art being kicked out, not Art, Bob Hope being kicked out because he probably looked in on a high Y meeting, prayer session. He said, "What are you fellows doing, shooting craps or something?" And that was the end of Bob Hope's career with the YMCA. I'm looking out at a scene that is reminiscent in a second-class way of Northwestern's reunions, because these fellows look like they're anybody from Springfield around? Like they just washed up on the beach.
Careful with it. That's one of his favorite expressions. Susan and Meredith and Peter and David, and I'm sure Tia wanted to be here too.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Come on, Susan, come on.
Can you hear this, Chip?
Yes.
Susan, Peter, Meredith Chapman,
And David.
David and Meredith wanted to be here. And they are here in spirit.
Right. And Tia's nearby.
He is nearby.
Yeah.
Okay.
How long did it take you to get here?